Red Kettle Drive this holiday season.
And we welcome you back to our halftime show here at the Class 4A State Championship game. It's Prairie Grove, the new guys coming in here and really shaking things up, leading Nasvhille 20-19. Rex Nelson here once again. Rex, we've enjoyed some great football these last
what a
2 weekends.
great 2 weekends this has been, and what a wonderful capper. Another great crowd. Luckily, the rain's going to hold off. I think we'll all be safely home and in bed. Well, maybe not the folks driving all the way back to Prairie Grove, but we'll be home and in bed before it rains. I can't believe I'm sitting here with the windows open in my short-sleeve shirt. This is the shirt I broadcast in September.
Yeah, I know.
And wearing it in the middle of December.
I was hoping to wear my tacky Christmas sweater today, but you might as well wear a tank top. It's beautiful weather for this, and the attendance has been phenomenal.
Oh, great attendance for all 6 games, and I knew it would be tonight. I mean, Prairie Grove's so excited about a chance to finally win a championship, and then Nasvhille. You know, if I had to pick, and I don't say this lightly because there are some great football towns in Arkansas, but if I had to pick one where football is probably most important to the entire populace of the state, it would be Nasvhille, Arkansas, and they're all here tonight, obviously.
Very tradition-rich programs, 25 straight trips to the playoffs. They have several state final appearances, I think 9 now with this year. 4 state championships, going for that one for the thumb.
Right.
Yeah, they're 14-0. What would that mean to this community? It's been since 2007 to get one back there.
That's a long time by Nasvhille standards. I mean, they are so used to winning there, and for a first-year coach to come over from Henderson State University and win it all in his first year, I mean, it would be a huge story. But Nasville's always going to be Nasville. They're always going to be good.
So Prairie Grove, we noticed, obviously their first time to be here. They're the home team, and they had to make a long drive down here. I noticed a lot of fans out there tailgating and stuff, having a good time, enjoying the trip to Little Rock. When they came running out of the tunnel, Nashville kind of made them wait a little bit before they came running out. The guys that have been here before.
Gamemanship,
A little gamemanship there. But for Prairie Grove, a community that seems to really be up and running with a football program, to bring one back up there for a Class 4A title and to beat this powerhouse.
Yeah, it is interesting if you look back over recent years. Northwest Arkansas obviously has dominated the state's highest classification, 7A, but you look down the lower classifications and you haven't always seen that coming out of Northwest Arkansas. Now here's Prairie Grove with a chance to take a state title back to that part of the state at a lower classification, not just in 7A football.
And the playmakers and all these state championship games have really shown how good they are. In this game, we've already seen Leonard Snell, the senior quarterback.
Leonard Snell, 12 carries for 119 yards, 3 touchdowns. He is averaging 9.9 yards per carry every time he keeps the ball.
Get him on my fantasy team. Blake Falk, we knew he'd be playing great, and the guy's wearing gold cleats. He's hurdling people out here, and he's over 100 yards too.
15 carries, 123 yards. He's averaging 7.9. So you got Falk and Snell both already over 100 yards, and I would assume if they don't get hurt, they will both be over the 200-yard mark when this game ends tonight.
One thing we've been talking about during the broadcast is all these missed point-after attempts, and it's really starting to catch up to Nasvhille.
And we saw it this afternoon, the same type thing in this afternoon's game. I was sitting down with a former coach during the first game, and we were kind of lamenting that we haven't seen good kicking game play in high school football kind of as a rule this year, and maybe that ought to be a focus again. But, this could come down to a missed extra point or a missed 2-point conversion.
Maybe they should put the free ice cream for a year on the line again for all these. A little extra motivations like they do in the pregame with the Yarnells.
But very well. Don't be surprised if this game does not come down to a conversion attempt, whether a 1-point or a 2-point one.
And we love to see that. I mean, the last game we saw Harding Academy in the 3A kind of run away with it. But here we are once again all set up for a great second half. Could come down to conversion, could come down to a late turnover. Your thoughts on the second half? I think Prairie Grove gets the ball coming out. They go down and score?
Absolutely. I think that Nasvhille has more playoff tradition, obviously. I think they are less likely than a lot of teams would be to get rattled. A lot of teams would come in here 14-0 and they'd think, oh my gosh, we're down at halftime. We don't know how to handle this. Nashville's been through so much. These kids have been in this basically the same program from like the 5th grade on, learning that Nasville system. And even though coaches might change at Nashville, the system, if you will, continues. So Nashville's not going to get shook or rattled. They will continue to play well.
All right, Rex, I appreciate your time.
Thank you very much.
5.5 games down. We got one half of football left. You're watching the Centennial Bank State Championships, brought to you by Fidelity Local 6 and the Arkansas CW. Stay with us.
I need to pick up the dry cleaning, take the dog to the vet, and, oh, I need to pay the mortgage. I can do that from my Centennial Bank app. View my account balance, transfer funds from my savings to my checking, bill pay to my mortgage, and done.
Download the Centennial Bank mobile app today. Some restrictions may apply. Visit my100bank.com to learn more. Centennial Bank, member FDIC.
At this school, bacon was the star, but Gouda and Gruyere knew they could make a difference.
Watch it, cheese.
All they needed was a chance.
How about Gouda and Gruyere?
I may be crazy, but Gouda, Gruyere, we're going to give you guys a shot. What? Bacon with cheese?
Wendy's new Gouda Bacon Cheeseburger. Aged Gouda together with Swiss Gruyere Fondue and Wendy's new Bacon Fondue Fries. Cheese finally has its day.
And we welcome you back to our halftime show and this last game, the nightcap, the football cap on this season as we're in mid-December. Nasvhille down 19-20 to Prairie Grove. These guys playing 24 minutes of good football for their first state championship game.
Yeah, I mean, Blake Falk, he's just been outstanding the first half. Always got to give shout-outs to the offensive line because you can't have a good back unless those linemen are opening up holes and they're executing the scheme and doing all those things. And, again, what's different in this team and the last team we watched was, Prairie Grove's quarterback's able to throw the football. And so they're not, they're trying to be as balanced as they can, probably more so run than they are pass.
That's right. Prairie Grove did a very good job here. This is just a prayer right here.
Part of the game is luck. So.
As he hits a 6-7.
The alley-oop up to the big 6'7" fella.
Now, keep in mind, Prairie Grove is going to get the ball to start this third quarter. If they can get a score here, another touchdown, and make Nashville chase them. I've said this routinely over and over. It will really put a little bit of pressure on Nashville, but it should have been an exciting game. A lot of tradition here with Nashville, Prairie Grove getting their first taste of it. But, guys, they didn't look too nervous to me. But I still say their best defense against Nashville is Prairie Grove's offense.
And we're seeing some of the first half highlights here. There is the turnover here, forced fumble there, as Nashville will take that in, turn it into points, and make it 19-8. But since then, here's the touchdown right here. Man, Leonard Snell, he has just been
What's
off
his
the
pass
charts
right
good.
here? That was
goodness.
just total arm strength there as he rolls out.
Receiver waiting on him, making a great play on the ball, and then Snell with the high snap, doesn't phase him, sprints in, avoids some tacklers, makes a nice move in, looking like Cam Newton getting in there. But this is where Prairie Grove really got started. You noticed Blake Falk. Look at the speed here, cutting back, taking this one all the way off down the sideline, and he has, like you guys said, a ton of rushing yards, already eclipsing the century mark with 119. Then they punch it in here. Prairie Grove scoring, or they were up down 19-8, so they've scored 12 unanswered here.
Yeah, they also
second
get
quarter, right?
And they get correct, and they get once again with a nice run there by Prairie Grove, get the ball to start this third quarter. That means a lot, though, with these 12-minute quarters. If you can run the ball, and that's one thing Prairie Grove did on that last score, they took a lot of time off that clock and then give Nashville a whole lot of time left to try to score right before halftime.
The thing you got to be concerned with Nashville is they're very explosive.
They are.
And they've been in this situation. They were in this situation with Warren. And, they don't need to turn the ball over. They had an issue with turning the ball over against Warren, but Nashville is a very, very explosive team, and they got a great coaching staff who's made some adjustments at half, so it'll be interesting to see what happens.
And that'll do it for our halftime show. Kickoff coming up to Prairie Grove as they lead this thing 20-19, 24 minutes left of Arkansas high school football this season. You're watching the Centennial Bank State Championships brought to you by Fidelity Local 6 and the CW Arkansas.
Barrett Faber is headed to the big two-night Voice finale next Monday and Tuesday at 7. Don't miss our live special as we broadcast from Grubbs on Dixon for an exclusive watch party. It's Team Faber, the voice of Arkansas. We'll have statewide coverage from Central and Northwest Arkansas as we stream the show live. Don't miss Team Faber, the voice of Arkansas, Tuesday at 6:30, only on KNWA. Sponsored by Crane Automotive, Bullet Liner, Gearhead Outfitters, and Ashley Home Store.
All right, we're starting off our second half here. Prairie Grove with the lead, but first, Mitch, we saw the bands play, and now you're down there with another band.
Down here with the Vikings of the North Atlanta. Y'all stand up for me. This is Drew and Matt Hudgens. They're from Prairie Grove. They're graduates of Prairie Grove High School. Matt, what are your thoughts on the first half?
I don't know. I think Prairie Grove is playing pretty tough. They're methodical. They're slowly driving down the field, and I think that's what they need to do to slow down Nasvhille.
I agree. He is the drummer in our band. We're going to go down to Drew Hudgens. He's also a deputy. Don't mess around. He'll arrest you. Drew, our guitarist. What do you think second half adjustments for Prairie Grove should be?
Say it again.
Second half adjustants for Prairie Grove.
Oh, we got it.
Oh, you heard it there from the source. We got this.
Mitch, how about you guys do the national anthem next time?
Hey, they want us to do national anthem. Yeah. We're in. We're in.
All right, they're in. All right, Mitch Petrus on the sideline. He found a seat. I don't know if he's going to watch the game or head back.
You know, I think he just took their snacks from halftime. That's why he's down there.
Oh man, yeah. Now he runs back to the field. Mitch Petrus, ladies and gentlemen, great stuff. Some Prairie Grove alums, part of his band, and Prairie Grove has a lot to be excited about right now. They're 24 minutes away from their first state championship, but still a lot of work to be done. Nashville's not going to go down easy.
No, I mean, this is a very powerful, explosive team that has done it all year. And just anxious. I love the second half to see the adjustments and the halftime adjustments, these coaches, you know, the individual meetings and the team meetings and the things that you do at halftime to get your team out and ready to play.
All right, so Nasvhille, the 4-time state champion, set to kick this one off to Prairie Grove. The Tigers with their return man set up real shallow. A lot of people on their return team, kickoff return team set up well up there near the kick.
Yeah, they look expecting like the onside kick here.
So Nasvhille pooches one out there toward the right.
That's
the
a ball.
Takes a nice bounce, and Prairie Grove able to get on it, and a decent return out of nothing there from Anthony Johnson.
You got to be careful with those kickoffs. That is a live ball, not a punt.
I like to see my return guy watch the kicker and watch the angle he's approaching the ball and start adjusting to that before the ball's kicked.
Yeah, that could have been dangerous right there.
So they'll start this drive at their own 22. A lot of field to cover if they want to add to their 1-point lead. Of course, Prairie Grove showing us how they're not phased to be here. Nasvhille striking first, looking like they'd be the aggressor in this game, but Prairie Grove has really responded, reeling off 12 straight points. And here they are, taking over at their own 22 to start off this second half of the 4A state championship game. It's Dodd again, once again under center, and they're going to start off with their man Falk, and Falk is going to get a nice gain of about 4.
Well, that's why you want to start right there with the big gainer right up the middle.
The band, I don't remember his name, but Mitch's buddy that's in the band there, he said methodical. I thought that was a good word. They're just kind of slow, you know, they're just down the field. They take up a lot of time.
That's the key right there. Yeah. Take up the time. I did Lake Hamilton football this year, my alma mater, and that's exactly what they did. You talk about time consuming. They had 8- and 9-minute drives, and that's exactly what Prairie Grove would like to do right here.
Prairie Grove giving it right back to Falk, but he has stood up a loss there. Look at Nasvhille scrapping in there for the stop.
Ashton Nelson there came in there, makes that big tackle right there for a loss. Bring him a 3rd down and 5.
So here's something we haven't talked about yet, guys. In the first half, time of possession, Prairie Grove owning it. 15 minutes and 34 seconds of that first half. Nasvhille with only 8 minutes and 25
I think Prairie
seconds.
Grove has to do that to win this game. I think they're going to have to own the time possession in this second half to win the game. But not only that, they got to keep scoring points, because you know Nashville's going to.
Got to get points, and a lot of that time was in that that last series that they were on when they scored.
So already a big 3rd down play here for Prairie Grove on their opening drive of the second half, and they're going to look to go to the air. Dodd falls down, heaves it up, dangerous pass, and it is picked off.
It certainly was.
Wow, coming in.
Yeah, Shondell Scott there with the interception.
Mitch is down there calling for a late hit, but they're not going to get it. Big interception there from Shondell Scott.
Yeah, the quarterback Dodd still down.
Yeah, and you know, Falk went out the play before. He's kind of banged up, and you've got to keep that kid out on the field as well.
You certainly do.
Dangerous throw, guys. I mean, that's just one of those. It's a John Elway throw, man. Yeah, you got to go. Don't throw it in the ground or whatever.
He did that, and he got away with it on the touchdown. And we said right then that you can't continue throw the ball up.
So Sam Dodd struggles to get off the field. The senior quarterback who's had an outstanding career there at Prairie Grove. Mitch Petrus down on the sideline now. Mitch.
Well, my dad has this old saying, the blind hog gets one every now and then. And he got it earlier in the game, but he did not get this one. I tell you, I hope he's all right. He's coming off the field right beside me. I'll be quiet so he can.
All right, so yeah, Sam Dodd coming off the field. There's Mitch right next to him, so you can see his view down there. Dodd will get to step off the field anyways because after the interception, Nasvhille taking over at the 33-yard line, and they can quickly make a statement to open up this second half, and Snell already doing it. Big gain and more to come. Great blocking out there. Unbelievable stuff as he gets within the 10-yard line. I want you to watch on this replay for Trey Hughes, the receiver. Coach Boulding's going to love the block.
Absolutely, and I'll tell you, I love the read by the quarterback. He made a great decision of pulling that out of the mesh there, and look at the hole. Boom, and there you go. There's the receiver. Could have been a little bit better of a block, but upfield, number 7, man, what a great job by him. And you got to have that downfield blocking.
So Snell really trying to take advantage of the Prairie Grove turnover, and here he goes for his 4th touchdown run of the game.
Well, Nasvhille retakes the lead. Several missed tackles that time by the Tigers. And it doesn't take, we talked about it a while ago, it's not going to take Nasvhille long to score because they've been moving the ball all night long.
And I'm kind of getting the impression that the quarterback here, Leonard Snell, has kind of said, I'm going to put it on my back, man, let's go. We're going to win this thing, and I'm going to be a part of it, and let's do this because he just dominated that series.
He certainly did, and we talked about the PATs not successful. It looks like Nashville's going to go for 2 here.
So they'll try to make it a 7-point lead versus a 6-point lead. Snell stays on the field, and why not? I mean, you're missing point afters.
Tell you what, Prairie Grove better get out and match up on that trips.
They got three receivers to the right.
Trips right for Snell. He has his man Hopkins to his left in the backfield from the gun. Snell is going to keep and run up the middle, and he will try to get the second effort. No dice.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't go for that pass, though, because they didn't have enough defenders to stop those 3 receivers.
2 guys block and 1 catch and score, yeah.
All right, so an interception sets up a Snell touchdown, his 4th of the game, and Nasvhille retakes the lead 2 minutes into the 3rd quarter. They're up 25-20 over Prairie Grove. You're watching the Centennial Bank State Championships, brought to you by Fidelity Local 6 and Fearless Friday.
Fidelity is a family-owned business, and we've been around a long time.
Since 1940.
And through the years, we've learned a few things.
If a customer has a problem, we get there fast.
And we always have real friendly people answer the phone when you call.
And whenever possible, go above and beyond to make sure that the customer is happy.
From our family to yours.
Whether you walk in our doors
or we walk through yours.
Promise we'll do everything we can to make sure you're left with a smile.
Fidelity Communications, the fastest internet, amazing prices.
All right, big touchdown there from Nasvhille. Their 2-point conversion unsuccessful, but the turnover turns into points. Leonard Snell with his 4th rushing touchdown of the game. Some trouble down here for the return man from Prairie Grove, but he's able to scoop it up, make something there, getting to the 21-yard line. That is Anthony Johnson there on the return. Guys, we saw them start their last drive at this exact same spot, and look who's running back onto the field. Quarterback Sam Dodd, who was shaken up after tossing that interception.
Well, and Falk, too. Falk went out to play before the interception, so good to see those 2 come back in. Very valuable players for their offense.
All right, so 1st down and 10 to open off this drive at their own 21-yard line. Some trouble there on the kickoff. Anthony Johnson able to scoop it up and get about 19 yards on that return, so Prairie Grove now finds themselves trailing. You know, they headed into this second half just 2 minutes ago up 20-19, but now we'll see if they can respond and get some more points, and they'll try with Falk.
Stay outside. Got to stay outside. Yeah, you got to keep that outside. You got a guy blocking, getting after it on the outside. You try to cut back in there, and there's no one there to block that.
Now, Troy Thomas, defensive end, 6'4", 230, ate this play up. Watch this. I mean, he saw that coming, no blocking. That's a big loss right there.
So loss of 4 makes it 2nd down and 14. They're now backed up inside their own 20. Ball on the 17-yard line. Dodd trying to keep this drive going as it just opened up a play ago. Big stuff from the Nasvhille defense so far in this second half. They go back to Falk. Falk getting chased down, and he is dragged down. Same guy who made the big play last time.
He's all over the field.
He certainly is, but Falk also an excellent runner for Prairie Grove. But it's going to still bring up a 3rd down and long. Prairie Grove needs his first down. They need to really answer this score by Nasvhille. They got to go punch for punch with Nasvhille, I feel like, to stay in this ball game.
Falk is running gingerly off the field as they bring him out of the game. Falk's had some early trouble here with his legs.
I think he's dealing with a bad wheel right now. Honestly, I'm not sure what it is. They're not down there.
Well, he's on it. He's got his hands on his knees right now as he came off the sidelines, and he is not moving real well.
All right, so they'll have to do without Falk, who's had an incredible game so far, over 100 yards rushing. A flag already on this play.
That's coming back.
And it is.
That's a false start there on Prairie Grove, I believe.
Like maybe the wideout.
Yeah, I think you're right.
So a manageable 3rd and 7 is going to possibly turn into a 3rd and 12 situation here. Oh, Mitch is calling for an offsides. Oh, okay. Mitch clarifies, seeing a false start instead of an offsides. We'll hear the official call. And it is an illegal procedure, a 5-yard penalty on the offense. So, yeah, 3rd and 7 becomes 3rd and 12.
Yeah, you got to go to your tight end. The tight end's only caught one pass. That was a touchdown. And, sure, 6-7.
It should never happen, guys, with the receiver. I'm sorry. I won't accept it as a coach. Yeah, I can't accept it. Just, you know, you're lined up out. You're the outside guy. You're looking in at the football. It should never happen.
All right, they split out that big fella, the 6'7" Dylan Soner out to the right, 2 behind Dodd, and he's going to go to the air, getting rid of it quickly, and there is his receiver.
Just a little bit overthrown. I do like the pass there. I like that pass better than what they were trying in the first half going to Schooner, but just a little overthrown.
So Dodd stays as patient as he can to the last possible second. Check out the pressure here from Nasvhille, getting in there, laying the hit. Dodd taking a lot of hits back there.
Yeah, he certainly has. 4th down and long here.
All right, a 4th and long, and it appears that Dodd is off the field, so this will likely be a punt unless we see some kind of fake here, as Prairie Grove does send Cody Hoskins back there to kick this one away. And Nasvhille with another big defensive stand. They got the turnover last time, now forcing a 3-and-out.
Chance for good field position as well here.
A high kick, not much distance, and it bounces nicely for Nasvhille, and that will spot them at the 46-yard line.
Short kick there, and it took a Nasvhille bounce.
So Nasvhille once again starting a drive in Prairie Grove territory, this time at the 45-yard line. Nasvhille guys comes out swinging haymakers.
Yeah, they certainly are. They're going. I think Nashville's going to try to go for a knockout punch right here. I know it's still early. It's only 8 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter, but really like the way Nashville's playing on offense. And Prairie Grove just looks sluggish to me right now. And they got a lot of injuries right now with the quarterback and then their tailback.
Yeah, we'll keep a close eye on Falk and Dodd for you. And here is Snell, the dynamic do-everything quarterback for Nasvhille, a senior playing in his last half of high school football. This guy has 4 rushing touchdowns, 150-plus yards, and this time he's going to give to his man Trent Harris, and Harris has a 1st down.
Watch that offensive lineman, man. It was just, they were all in step, a little zone read. Just did a great job. Not any penetration.
0 penetration, just a lot of reaching, and gets another 1st down for Nasvhille.
Harris with a nice gain. 1 play so far in this drive. Big gain there from Harris, and Nasvhille once again is driving deep in Prairie Grove territory. Here at the 33, Snell under center. He has a man with him, but he decides to toss out to the flats. Andrew Hawthorne, 2nd effort, cuts in, still on his feet, inside the 15, down to the 14-yard line.
Missed tackling will kill you. It should have been a short to a no gain. Winds up being a 1st down. Got to wrap up there for Prairie Grove.
Quarterback's got an extremely quick release, too, on the ball.
Here we take another look. Great play fake. Gets it out to his man in the flats and check out.
There's 3 men down. Now, there is 1 blocker there, but there was 2 defenders that should have made that tackle.
And it's all based off how their alignment, you know, on according to how you're going to block out there. 13 sealed him to the inside, and the receiver hit it up the sideline.
Empty backfield here for Snell. 5 receivers, 3 to his right, 2 to his left. A man in motion now, and the snap gets to the quarterback. Almost hit the man in motion, and Snell has his 5th.
He's got speed. And there's a fumble.
Oh, the fumble. Oh. They blow the play dead for a touchdown.
No, they called it a touchdown. I think it did cross the plane. We'll have to watch his. I think it did. I think it is a touchdown, but you know, matter of fact, I'm not sure if the ball, when he hit the ground, is what caused the fumble.
Yeah, the home stands booing right now.
Well, they need a turnover here, but I think it's a touchdown. Let's see.
Here's a look. Oh, he lost that, I believe.
Yeah, but it was still look.
Did he cross the plane?
It's close. That's a close one, but it's going to go for 6. There is no replay in high school football.
Wow. Yeah, I'm not sure if the ball broke the plane, but it doesn't matter. The call on the field is a touchdown, and that's what it will be. A PAT attempt here to go up 32-31, and this one is good. Mitch Petrus on the sideline. Mitch, did you think that was a fumble?
I can't hear right now. That is a bad call. We all saw it. Replay shows it. Yeah, they don't have replay. That's terrible.
Yeah. All right, so after that, it's 32-20. All of a sudden, a 12-point ball game. We're going to send it to a break. You're watching the Centennial Bank State Championships, brought to you by Fidelity Local 6 and CW Arkansas. All right, how about some controversy for you? Did he lose the ball before he crossed the plane? It really doesn't matter. They called it a touchdown on the field.
It doesn't matter, though, because there is no instant replay. You just got to get past it and move on. Still plenty of time left.
So Prairie Grove fans obviously not happy with that. The Boo Birds in full effect, and they may get rewarded with some karma here. A good return coming out off the kickoff from
guys,
Galvin.
The key on that is your players can't lose composure.
No, and your coaching staff's got to make sure the players don't.
That's exactly right. Now, you can get fired up, you know, and use that to your advantage, but you can't have players yelling at officials and hollering at officials.
And thinking they're trying to take the game away from you. There's a lot of time left. 7:07 to go here in the third quarter.
So Nasvhille goes up a dozen. They were trailing this thing 20-19 at half, but with less than half of the third quarter gone, they've really made a statement defensively and offensively. Here's the give up the middle, and Prairie Grove's not going to go down without a fight. Good gain there from Cole Walker.
Yeah, it certainly is. Close to the 40-yard line. It's a good gain. It's about a 4-yard gain. And Prairie Grove's got to answer the score here. They're down 12 points. Quickly, they're down 12. Nashville's just a juggernaut on offense. We said that coming in. As you look at the run right here, nice blocking downfield for positive
you got to
yardage.
get Falk back in the game. I mean, the guy's got 19 carries for 125 yards. He's got to get back into this game and you know, do what the quarterback from Nashville's doing. He's putting it on his shoulders.
So they go right back to the same ball carrier, and not much there for him. Once again on the give is Cole Walker.
Bring up a 3rd down and 5 here.
Yeah, big 3rd down already on this drive.
Nashville Interior did a good job as you watch it right here. Just straight to the up back and just no fooling whatsoever. Defensive lineman Billy Stewart, the defensive end, 6 foot 205, makes a big tackle.
We do see Falk in the game, but they're really not using him. I wonder if that has to do.
They faked to him on that last play.
That has anything to do with what's going on with his legs right now. But he is still in the game. Man in motion here for Dodd. Big 3rd down play, and they're going to look to go to the air as the quarterback rolls out, and he has a man.
That's just a good play.
Pass to Gavin Helteman.
Back to what you were saying about Falk. Yeah, it's a state championship game. You obviously don't want to do anything that's going to permanently injure him,
but you're going to wrap it up if you can.
If it's a a bump or bruise, man, you got to wrap it up and get going. I mean, we saw that several years ago with the kid from Greenwood playing against the Pine Bluff.
Or if you remember, Kenneth Dixon was strong. I mean, he looked like he could barely make it to the huddle, and then he just kept going like the Energizer Bunny.
Big 3rd down conversion. That puts them at the 47-yard line. Prairie Grove trying to get an answer in their first score here in the second half. Dodd under center. You see Falk still in the game as he's blocking on this play as they go to the big 6'7" tight end, but he can't pull it in.
They have not been able to hit him all night.
Mitch Petrus joins us now on the sideline. Mitch.
You got to sprint out protection to the left. You got a right-handed quarterback. You got to have. He's got to be taught to set his feet. I mean, it makes all the difference right there on the accuracy of that pass. He's throwing on the run. Is not near as accurate.
So Dodd now 5 for 14 with an interception. He does have that 1 touchdown pass, 217, the big tight end, but not much doing here through the air for them, though. We'll likely see them go back to the ground. Well, hopefully with Falk, as he's had an electric first half. Haven't seen much of him yet here in the second half. But here he goes, Falk with the cake. Not much there.
No, not a whole lot, but just still positive yardage, though. It's going to bring up not a whole lot. Called a 2, but it's going to be a 3rd down and 8.
Another big
once again, another big third down coming up as you watch the penetration there. Nashville just really jumping on defense right now. Jarvis Holmes, a 5'9", 260-pound lineman there.
Another huge third down here for Prairie Grove, trying to bounce back from a possible fumble.
Yeah, they can't. They've got to keep that Nashville offense off the field.
You see Falk on the field. You see two receivers to your right, and here comes Dodd trying to make something happen. His receiver slips, can't come back and catch it. Fourth down.
They're not getting
rushing.
Yeah, they're not getting a block with that defensive end there. He's getting upfield, getting the quarterback's face. They got to block the edge and give the quarterback time.
Mitch Petrus down on the sideline. Big fourth down coming up.
You're talking about blocking the edge on the sprint out protection. He's got to get that guy reached or have the quarterback just drop straight back. It's hard to get. It keep getting the edge every time. It seems like it's hurting his throws.
All right, so Dodd, Falk, all the guys still in the game as they try to convert here on fourth down.
Yeah, big fourth down play.
Prairie Grove fans on their feet. They give to Falk. Falk gives right back, and they try to get
He's
enough,
short.
but he is spotted
He's short.
Soul Walker short of the first down. So Nashville takes over once again.
That's a tough call right there. Double reverse, trying to pick up 8 yards, and got 7, but just a yard short.
All right, so Nashville takes over once again. They had the interception. Then they had the 3-and-out, and now a turnover on downs. Nashville with a chance to really take a big lead.
Exactly what you didn't want. You don't want that Nashville offense back out there. Again, I said it when he came out. You know, Snell is taking it. Get on my back. Let's go. You know, and that kid is very, very explosive, and he's done it all year. And again, those offensive linemen are opening up the hose. They got a great scheme offensively, and they're executing right now. Prairie Grove needs to step up defensively.
7 minutes into the second half, and Nashville takes back over, this time on their side of the field, and this time they give to De'Ajon Armstrong, and Armstrong gets about 9.
Yeah, he stepped out back there right before he on the short side of the field, but once again, the speed of Nashville, as you see the defenders for Prairie Grove try to come in, they're just out of position, just well blocked.
Left tackle, just absolutely.
Just destroyed. Looked like Les Warren out.
And then he drove him into the ground.
Looked like Les Warren out there trying to make a tackle.
Second and short. Nashville crossing back over into Prairie Grove territory, trying to take a commanding lead in the Class 4A state championship. Snell takes off 2 flags, though, on the field.
Yeah, I think this is going to back up Nashville. I think they've got a false start in the backfield. Flags are thrown in the Nashville backfield. And right now, Prairie Grove needs a break because this game just feels like it's getting away from them. Penalty will go against Nashville.
All right, so 2nd and 1, now turning into a 2nd and long. Big penalty there possibly from Nashville, putting them back in their own.
Well, they need a break. Prairie Grove feels like Nashville got a break with that touchdown fumble call.
Illegal motion, offense, 5 yards, remains 2nd down.
Little college note, Derrick Henry wins the Heisman.
Oh, boy.
This is pretty special to me. He also accepted the award and wanted to, for his brother, Al T. Tenpenny, who I coached at, you know, passed away this year. And, you know, on a national stage like that, that's pretty awesome and huge for a kid to do that, and well-deserved by Derrick Henry.
Does Henry win the Heisman if he's playing for Vanderbilt?
That's a good question.
I just don't think – I did not see that. He just put behind a great offensive line.
That's awesome, though, Coach. Great stuff. I'm sure as a coach you're very proud to hear that.
Coach talking about football, big move today by Georgia. They hired Chaney as their offensive coordinator. It looks like they got a nice offensive line coach in Sam Pittman from Arkansas.
Put together a staff there in Georgia, aren't they? Well, I tell you what, Prairie Grove is doing an outstanding job right now with the quarterback. I mean, Snell, it's 3rd and long, and they're bottling him up. They're not letting him get out in the open space.
Yeah, obviously still plenty of time, but they're Nashville taking full advantage of the play clock, trying to drain a little more time off this clock so Prairie Grove doesn't have many more opportunities. Snell back in the gun, big 3rd and 9 play, and he is going to keep. And how many times we've seen him get a good
defense that
game,
time for Prairie Grove. That was just a good defensive play. He's going to bring up a 4th down, 4th and 5, right there at midfield.
No reason to take chances here. In my personal opinion, I'm punting the football. But again, I'm not here. So,
and you know how I feel about punting.
Oh, I understand.
I'm going for it. I like to go for that juggler.
All right, Snell and the whole offensive crew staying on the field. 4th and 5.
I think there's a timeout. I don't see a flag. It's got to be a timeout.
This play is still in progress.
Wow, this is a crazy play here.
Yeah, we're going to have to watch this again. They are going to rule this Prairie Grove football.
Wow, that is a crazy. That was a crazy play. I think Nashville thought there was a dead ball.
Yeah, we definitely want to see this one again. It looked like Snell thought they had called a timeout, takes the snap.
He's just standing there, and then here comes Prairie Grove. If they don't give up on the play, and it's going to go down as a fumble and recovered by Prairie Grove, they just didn't give up on the play. Be recovered by 28, Dustin Burton.
Yeah, Mitch Petrus down on the sideline.
Well, at least you can say the refs are consistent. They screwed up 2 calls, but now we're back where it needs to be. When you got this one goes in Prairie Grove's favor.
That was just an odd play. You just think that Snell thought there was a timeout.
All right, Prairie Grove going with some trickery. The 6'7" tight end heaves one up, a push-off from the receiver, and there comes the flag.
Yeah, that's a good call. I really was concerned where the official was. He really wasn't in the position to make the call, but
the back judge came.
Great call, though. Great
the
call.
Receiver celebrated as if the flag is going to be defensive pass interference. I thought I saw a push-off.
Yeah,
for OPI, but I don't know.
I think it's an offensive line.
They're going to call
it the defense. Against the defense. I don't really see the defense unless it's a hold. Let's see if it's a hold or an interference. I didn't quite see it here.
So cheering on one side of the stands, booing on the other. Interesting call here.
Pass interference. Defense. 15 yards. We'll reach the line to gain. First down.
Well, there's been some interesting calls here, but the officials, all in all, except for a couple of them, I think the officials done a pretty good job. And hopefully that will be the end of the questionable calls of the evening. They try to get both these teams and fan bases settled back down.
You should find out what happened there in that series with Nashville.
That was crazy. It looked like they thought there was a dead ball.
Yeah, Snell defenseless, and here comes the reverse again, this time to the speedster Galvin Hatimes, and another flag on the field.
Yeah, that's going to be a hold right there. You can see the line judge pointing back to the offensive line at Prairie Grove. It's a hold. That's going to back up Prairie Grove 10 yards.
Well, Mitch talked about it, and maybe on the big tight end. Mitch talked about it earlier when they were on, that tight end.
The indication isn't.
Hands were on the outside,
right.
So we'll call that every time.
Mitch Petrus on the sideline, another penalty, Mitch.
Yeah, you just got to watch it with those plays that stretch the outside.
Blocking the back. Offense.
Well, they called a block in the back. That's what they called.
Remains first down.
Okay. That's exactly what happened. You got to know when to let go. The refs are really watching the edge.
All that yardage they gained on that pass interference call. Now they're backed up with the 1st and 21, all the way down to the 37.
Well, still with 2:56 to go in the third quarter, down by 12. Prairie Grove, in my opinion, has got to get some points on the board on this drive.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt.
All right, back in the gun.
Watch number 2, they said.
That's going to be.
And they call a couple things. Dodd escaping the pressure, trying to keep this thing going. He reverses, stays on his feet, somehow makes a man miss, and he just goes down. 3 flags, though, on the field on this near sideline.
Football, too.
Several consecutive plays have ended in penalties.
These mistakes, uncalled for mistakes. You got to be.
Illegal motion. Offense. That foul is declined. Second down.
That could have been disastrous, though, for Prairie Grove.
Yeah.
The way he was running, looked like he possibly dropped the football, too.
Another play, another penalty. Mitch Petrus on the sideline.
That is a dead ball foul right there. They've got to blow the whistle when it's a false start.
I don't disagree with that. That happens quite frequently in high school football. The play continues.
All right, so a 2nd and 30 now with 2 minutes and 30 seconds
Yeah, just
left
to put it in perspective, Prairie Grove's got to get the ball all the way down to the 16-yard line to get a first down.
Lots of room here, lots of space to try to gain, and the screen pass just wasn't set up there for Fall.
Just a whiff right there blocking downfield. Nobody stopped the defenders for Nashville as they rushed right in. And Prairie Grove is kind of self-destructing here on this drive.
Yeah.
2nd and 30 becomes 3rd and 30. Do you just kind of try to get some yardage here? What do you do, Coach?
I try to pick up at least half of it. I'm not the coach. Sorry.
Well, no, I mean, it's just they're obviously not going to be able to kick a field goal even if they pick up half. So, I mean, yeah, I would get as much as possible. They've been very limited on big plays other than run. So There, it really is.
That's a 3rd and 30. See what they decide to do. They're going to the air. Dodd drops back, falls back off his back foot. That one almost picked off.
Yeah, it's not a good pass, falling backwards. And once again, you don't have to get all of it on that play. Try to get some positive yardage and go for it on 4th down.
Popular play. I hadn't seen Prairie Grove run it, but, you know, screens are really good on that type of deal. But, man, I tell you, it's like Mitch said, there's really not a lot you can call on that.
No, you don't see a whole lot of that in your playbook, those 3rd and 30s. Well, Prairie Grove had some opportunity after the odd call there that Nasvhille gave it up on downs with the fumble, but they weren't able to take advantage of it, and now Prairie Grove looks like they're going to punt the football away.
2:20 left here in the 3rd quarter. Prairie Grove forced to punt on 4th and 30. We'll have an opportunity to give Nasvhille pretty crummy field position, but we'll see here what Nasvhille does on a return. Kick up, heading straight back to the return man. He is going to, it hits him. He's able to gather it. Good job with his hands being able to pick it up, and he takes off to his right. Some good blocking out front, and Darius Hopkins has room to run.
Penalty down there.
Oh, and there's a penalty way back at the 12-yard line as Hopkins takes this one in for the touchdown.
I'm going to tell you right now, that play is going to come back. You got a injured Prairie Grove
And
defender.
you go back and watch it, he actually wasn't going to block him. He went to block another guy and whiffed and then went right into the legs of that young man.
He certainly did.
I thought it was really dangerous. I mean, I hope the kid's okay.
It was. If you watch it right here, took his legs right out from under him. It's coming up.
Got to get her water.
Right there, right there.
No, that's a good call.
Yeah, it is. You know, you're seeing a lot more calls to try to protect the players, especially that blindside hit on the kickoff returns and punt returns, because you got to protect the players. They're healthy, and their health and safety's got to come first.
Oh, no doubt.
We go down to the field to hear the officials ruling on it. If we haven't heard it just yet, flag still is on the field.
During the return, illegal block below the waist, half the distance to the goal, 1st down.
Yeah, and he just dove right there around his knees and his shins, and just took the Prairie Grove defender out of the play.
Luckily, yeah, we saw Cole McClellan get up from that, and he's on the sideline walking around nicely. So luckily we saw that, and man, Hopkins did have a good return there.
He did. He's got a lot of speed as he turned that corner.
But now instead of a touchdown, they start this drive at their own 6-yard line. Prairie Grove can really make a statement if they can get something done here on defense. Snell hands off, and wow.
That's a great defensive play right there. That's not giving up on it and able to go down the line of scrimmage and make the tackle. Cody Hoskins, defensive end, 6 foot 185. That's a big-time play right there by your defensive end. You watch him right here. Fights off the block and just follows the receiver. He never turned north-south. He just stayed east-west.
That'll bring up a 2nd down and long here, all the way backed up at their own 4-yard line. Snell and company. He has Trent Harris back there in the backfield to join him. 2 receivers to his left and his right. Let's see what they decide to call here with not much space out of their end zone. Snell decides to try to go to the air. He scrambles around. No one's downfield, but almost a tip into his hands.
Yeah, almost a tip, almost an interception, almost a completion, and almost a pass beyond the line of scrimmage. So there's a lot of things that could have been bad on that play for Nasvhille.
You've got to make that catch. You know, that's a ball that can't go through your hands.
Here's another look at that play.
Watch how close Snell gets beyond the line of scrimmage right here.
Oh, that is close. He just got rid of it.
Very close.
Could have been picked there. Could have been caught there.
A little bit harder of a catch.
Yeah, a whole lot of everything happened on that play.
3rd down and 12 from the 4-yard line. Oh, here comes a blindside tackler, and look at Snell getting it away.
Now that should be a pass.
Yeah, they're calling it a forward pass on the shovel.
Yeah.
Heads up from Snell, really.
It was. He felt the pressure. It looked like it was a blindside blitz, but he did feel the pressure. But hey, great defensive stand right there for Prairie Grove. And they got an opportunity to get this ball back in positive territory.
So another look here. Great pressure in there from Cole McClellan, but Snell's able to get rid of it. And a 4th and 12 backed up all the way in their end zone. Not much space for the punter here.
Yeah, chance for Prairie Grove to get some
good
field position.
That all started by Cody Hoskins making that first tackle on that 1st down play.
Great defensive series there for Prairie Grove. Nasvhille punts it away, a low kick. It goes over the return man's head, and what a punt that turned into be.
It certainly did. You can't let that happen. You cannot You can't let that happen. You gave up 20 yards right there.
All right, so
plus, you don't even get a return.
A lot easier to come up.
A huge punt there for Nasvhille as Prairie Grove takes over with 1:19 left in the third. You're watching the Centennial Bank State Championships, brought to you by Fidelity Local 6 and CW Arkansas.
Barrett Vapor is headed to the big two-night voice finale next Monday and Tuesday at 7. Don't miss our live special as we broadcast from Grubs on Dixon for an exclusive watch party. Don't miss Team Vapor, the voice of Arkansas, Tuesday at 6:30. Brought to you by these sponsors.
The holiday season here in Northwest Arkansas to me means Christmas trees, lights up everywhere, chestnuts roasting on an open fire at the Fayetteville Square, and families in our community together to celebrate the season.
Happy holidays from your friends at KNWA. Fox Sports Arkansas Radio presents the comeback story of 2016. Game On with Wes Moore returns January 4th. Listen Monday through Friday, 11 till 2 on 690 AM, 103.3 FM Benton, 99.7 FM Hot Springs, 106.9 FM Arkadelphia. Fox Sports Arkansas Radio. Game On.
And a booming punt from Nasvhille to set up Prairie Grove at their own 28-yard line.
Prairie Grove should have this ball about midfield, and just a great punt by Nasvhille.
Here comes Prairie Grove trailing 12 points. They go right away to Dodd, and he stood up. Nashville's defense really flying the ball.
Run that there. Nashville's fast. They can move. They're athletic, and that's just tough. That's a tough
middle
play.
linebacker Garrett Gordon read that all the way.
Positive yards, though. I mean, they gained 3, so, hey.
You know, but as many hits, though, as not Snell, that's National quarter, but Dodd is took. Surprising that you'd put him out there on it by his lonesome. And
state championship game, baby.
Take a hit.
You gotta put
take
it all
a hit
out,
like
man.
that.
All right, we see Falk and Reed Orr back there behind Dodd. Falk takes the give, but he gives it up. And check out Gavin Heltemes making something happen.
That's going to be a personal foul.
Down.
What about that block there by your quarterback? Blocked by Dodd there to free. Watch this block by your quarterback here, Coach. You're exactly
Great
right.
job, yeah.
That's a good play right there. Watch Dodd come down here and get this block. Come right here. Boom.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. And that was on a defensive lineman that's about 150 pounds more than him.
Well done. Look like Mitch Petrus rolling down the sideline.
All right, Dodd under center again, same backs. This time goes right up the middle to the big fella. Reed Orr taking off about a 5 or so yard game.
Jarvis Holmes with the tackle for Nashville, but it's a very positive run. 20 seconds to go here in the third quarter. We mentioned it last time, but Prairie Grove has to score on this drive to get back in this ball game.
Clock continues to wind as we're in the waning seconds of the third quarter. I'm not sure if they'll run a play here or not. 10 seconds left now. Scrappers up 12 as they rush to the line of scrimmage to get one last playoff possibly here in the third quarter before switching field. So there's a big handoff there once again to Reed Orr, and he picks up several, but not enough for the first down, and that is going to do it for the third quarter. 12 more minutes of state championship game, or of state championship to play. This is it, boys. 32-20, Nashville on top. Send it to a break. You're watching the Centennial Bank State Championships, brought to you by Fidelity Local 6 and Fearless Friday.
I need to pick up the dry cleaning, take the dog to the vet, and, oh, I need to pay the mortgage. I can do that from my Centennial Bank app. View my account balance, transfer funds from my savings to my checking, bill pay, to my mortgage, and done.
Download the Centennial Bank mobile app today. Some restrictions may apply. Visit my100bank.com to learn more. Centennial Bank, member FDIC.
Got a great website? We'll help get it seen. Tactive Digital is your local partner to get potential customers connected to your business online. Call us today for your free web performance analysis.
You can help our neighbors in need this holiday season by donating to the Salvation Army Red Kettle Drive. And be sure to look for our KNWA team ringing the bells. Thanks for helping KNWA support the Red Kettle Drive this holiday season. Merry Christmas from your friends at KNWA.
Oh, no, I'm playing with you, Mitch. All right, here we are. The fourth quarter set to get underway. 12 minutes left of state championship football. The Scrappers on top a dozen, 32-20. Here's Prairie Grove at the Nasvhille 48 trying to rally. There goes Falk taking off up the right side. Good enough for a first down and more. Inside the 40, good run from Falk. It's about the first time we've seen him break something off here in the second half.
I like the call. It's quick, happens fast. You got somebody out there blocking on the edge. Great job. First down.
Yeah, it certainly is. Big first down there. And Prairie Grove, they're less than 12 minutes now. This is it. I mean, that's all that's left. They're down by 12. That clock is going to become a factor before too long. So that I know they're hulling right now, but they got to keep in mind they still have 3 timeouts. But this is all for the state championship here.
Dodd under center. Inside Nasvhille territory, he's going to look to pass. He goes back and crosses fields, and there is that man.
How about that throw?
That's a great throw right there.
Dylan.
And, well, what about the catch too? What the catch was big too. You know, you don't see too many. Last time I saw a 6'7" tight end was LaFleur down there at LSU.
LaFleur, he played for the Cowboys, didn't he?
Yeah. Well, he tried to.
David LaFleur, is that right?
Yeah, I think it was David.
LaFleur.
Catch there, man. That's.
He looked over both shoulders and brought it in, but that was a big play right there.